recently finished watching the third season of. What I love best about this series is I think it provides an accurate depiction of what the life of a superhero would be like, and it's not glamorous. It's brutal, it's dangerous, and it interferes with other commitments. It requires the superheroes to protect the lives of civilians so they can live normal lives the superheroes will never get to have. It's an occupation that cannot be revealed to anyone lest the superhero and his or her family be put in danger. In addition, superheroes are perceived differently by the public, with some idolizing them and others regarding them as nothing more than freaks. My favorite relationship is easily the one between Mark and Debbie because it very much reminds me of the relationship I have with my mother. I too have an absentee father, and she is the reason I'm the person I am today. In season 2, Mark asks Debbie if she wishes she had never met Nolan, to which she responds no as she got Mark out of it. I told my mother about that conversation and that I knew she would give me the same answer, and when I asked her that very same question, she did. If the show wasn't so violent, I would have her watch it with me. There are several conflicts introduced in this season, and the one I found most intriguing was between Mark and Cecil. Recruiting former villains, especially ones that have killed people, is very much a gray area. I do agree with Cecil that their talents are better utilized by the Global Defense Agency. However, I don't agree that this atones for their wrongdoings. I think when the former supervillains are not fighting crime or protecting civilians, they should spend their days in that supervillain prison. Cecil should have been empathetic towards Mark's feelings as he was once in the same situation, even going further by killing the former supervillains responsible for destroying almost his whole body. I thought it was cowardly of Cecil to put that implant in Mark as it shows that Cecil doesn't trust Invincible. Sure, Mark may be a Viltrumite, but he's made it abundantly clear he has no intention of siding with the Viltrum Empire. What's to stop Cecil from doing the same to Rex, Monster Girl, Shrinking Ray, or Robot? Speaking of Rex, what a punch to the gut, as I was really starting to like him. He was a prime example of how superheroes are just as imperfect as civilians, yet it was apparent that he was striving to become a better person. Just for that, I'm glad we didn't lose Eve, as losing two characters so soon would have been too much. My only real criticism, other than Cecil's lack of empathy towards Mark, is I initially didn't care about the stuff with Titan. It could be because I forgot about him, especially because he was completely absent in Season 2. I still didn't find his story as interesting as Mark's, Alan's, or the rest of the superheroes, but he did start to grow on me. This isn't so much a criticism, but rather an observation. Amber and William have greatly reduced roles this season. I suppose it makes sense seeing as Mark and Amber are no longer together and Mark dropped out of college, meaning he probably doesn't see William as often as he used to.